I was 9 years old in that picture. Notice that my feet have no shoes. What a great feeling. When you're 9, you don't have to wear shoes. You're just kind of running around, being wild. But when you're 9 and you have size 9 shoes, you don't really have shoes. I mean, you have a few shoes, but they don't make a lot of cool shoes for 9-year-olds. They make wallabies and Keds and things like that. But I held my own, and I got into my center of being a child with an age that is her shoe size. And then when I was 10, something happened. Because when you're 10, you realize size 10 shoes, which is what I had when I was 10, aren't that popular. There's not a lot of little girl shoes. There's shoes for drag queens. And in New Jersey, there was so little demand for drag queen shoes. There was very few in Asbury Park. There were very few drag queens. That's changed, by the way. So I had trouble. I started wearing boys' shoes, and I remember, I dealt with it, but it was hard. I remember once I went to a party, and they had a no shoe rule. So I put my shoes at the doorway, my boys' shoes that I was wearing, and a little girl ran in right after me, and she started screaming. She said, "There's a boy here! It's an all-girl party, who's the boy?" And I was in the corner, I was like, she was holding my shoes. And I was like, those are my shoes, I'm not a boy. I had a moment of gender dysphoria. And I was like, maybe, I don't know, but she was so upset, and she was shaking, and I calmed her down, and I stroked her hair, and I kissed her, and I started realizing that maybe my shoes are gonna cause great deviant behavior the rest of my life. When I turned 11, I was size 11. When I turned 12, I was size 12. And I was freaking out because there was nobody who sold shoes for size 12, kids or adults at that matter. I was wearing shoe boxes with little bows. I looked like Frankenstein. But more importantly, I started looking at my feet, and I started hating my feet. Now, it's the shoes that were the problem, but I started hating my feet. And they're the hot dog of hate. And on my 13th birthday, the eve of my 13th birthday, I knelt down and prayed to God in front of my Scott Baio and Kristen McNichols. I said, God, you've given me so much. You've given me so much feet. Give me anything but bigger feet. Like keep me at this lovely size 12. And God answered. And God said, okay, it's Yom Kippur. So you're going to fast because you're 13. I'm also going to give you your period. So I took the deal.